Well, if you've driven by Emory Hospital lately, you probably have seen it. There is a courtyard full of thousands and thousands of small white flags.
Yeah, those flags symbolize the 5,000 patients who've received a bone marrow transplant at Emory's Winship Cancer Institute. And one of those flags honors a young nurse who was also a cancer survivor. The Fox Medical Team's Beth Galvin is here with her story tonight. Beth?
And Russ and Sine, the volunteers and staffers from Winship Cancer Institute planted those flags outside the Emory School of Medicine. And Megan Patton was asked to place one of the final 5 flags in a ceremony to honor bone marrow transplant recipients. For her, it was a way to say thank you to the people she believes saved her life, not once, but twice.
Next flag is going to be placed by Megan.
Megan Patton plants a flag, one of 5,000 now lining the lawn of the Emory School of Medicine. Each represents a bone marrow transplant patient at Emory's Winship Cancer Institute. One represents Megan, diagnosed with cancer the first time at 19.
It was a complete and total shock. I was starting my sophomore year of college and actually found a lump and went and got it checked out, and the last thing I was expecting it to be was leukemia.
Not just leukemia, but AML, an aggressive cancer of the blood and bone marrow. Megan's best chance was a bone marrow transplant.
This is going to sound crazy. I was scared of having a transplant, so I was almost praying that I would not find a donor, but my little sister ended up being a match. It was worse than I thought it would be. Yeah, it was really hard.
It worked, but a year and a half later, Megan relapsed and needed yet another transplant.
It was almost worse knowing what I was in for, but I kind of had the attitude of, okay, you know, this is really my last chance and I'm going to give it everything I have.
It's a story replayed here 5,000 times over the last 35 years. In 1979, Winship performed its first bone marrow transplant, just one that year. Now it performs more than 450 annually for everything from leukemia and lymphoma to multiple myeloma and sickle cell anemia.
Today we thank
Dr. Edmund Waller is director of the Bone Marrow Transplant Center here, and he's Megan's doctor.
I feel humble and honored. I mean, Megan is someone we struggled with to get her through the transplant to cure her leukemia. She's cured, but she suffered along the way, and I was with her through that journey.
Today, Megan is 8 years out, married, and a cancer nurse on the same bone marrow transplant unit where she was once treated.
It's been amazing. I mean, I really feel blessed to be able to be in the position to help patients, because I remember how much it helped me to see people who had gotten through it.
And today is about honoring the journey from cancer patient to survivor and the people who are still fighting. Megan Patton's little white flag flies as a reminder of a second chance she never thought she would get.
I feel extremely honored. I trusted these people with my life. You know, my doctors, the nurses here are incredible. Thank you.
We love you.
We love you.
And Megan hopes that her story will inspire people to become a bone marrow donor if they're needed. She says the donation process for her second transplant, that person was a stranger at the time, but she now considers her hero. And it's easy to join the Be the Match program. You can order a kit, just do a cheek swab, and then send it off to the National Marrow Donor Registry. And for more details, I'll have them posted on my Facebook page. It's Beth Galvin, Fox 5. Russ and Sine?
Unbelievable to see all of those recipients there together celebrating this milestone.
Absolutely. Just in all those flags representing one person, one bone marrow transplant, and how far we've come.
It's a lot of suffering, and given how much she suffered, how great does she look?
Yeah,
fantastic.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.